welcome to Cooking with Andrea. I'm excited. We are making pork belly poutine. Yum. When we were on vacation, we were looking for cheese curds. We found them. They're absolutely delicious. So I'm really super excited. I smoked some pork belly yesterday. I needed some for my stock. So today we're going to have the salt and pepper smoked pork belly. This is a sweet barbecue or smoked pork belly. So we'll be cutting a couple of pieces off that and putting it on top of our beautiful poutine. So I'm going to get started here. First I'm going to go ahead and make some gravy here. I'm going to start the gravy. I have 2 cups of cold water. And you can make your gravy from scratch. A lot of times I do. But when you're making poutine, sometimes you want to make it easy. Gravy is gravy. A lot of people don't like their gravy from scratch because it can be frustrating. So I normally do. Depends. Like when I have things on hand. But this to me is comfort food. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use McCormick's 1 pack of brown gravy. But like I said, if you want to make your own gravy, make your own gravy. And I'm going to make 1 pack of pork gravy. And I'm just going to give it a stir. And once I stir it in, we're going to just let it sit and heat. And then I'll continue stirring. And then what I'm going to do, it's almost there. I'm going to lay this right here. So 1 pack of pork gravy, 1 pack of beef. I think it gives it a good flavor. And you know me, I'll give it a nice healthy dose of pepper. As soon as it comes out and everything's assembled, we'll put a little bit of pepper on there. Okay, this is fine. We're going to let it sit. So we have our cheese curds here. I have an 8-ounce bag. I'm going to take my potato. I have 2 potatoes per person. Normally I do 1.5, but since this is like our hors d'oeuvre, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And we're going to just do 2 potatoes per person and have a nice hors d'oeuvre. So let me go ahead and do it this way. I don't normally do it on there because I don't want it to slip. So I'm just going to take my potato, and I'm using my $10 Walmart potato slicer. I have a couple potato slicers. This one I use a lot of times when I'm trying to make things nice and uniform. Like I cut my veggies sometimes on here too, because everything is nice and uniform. My little blade is a little dull, and I don't have another potato to put behind it. If you put another potato behind it, it works good, but I use this thing for everything. So worth it. So here's my potato. We're done with that. I'm going to go ahead and just dump this potato because it was clean. It was sitting in with my clean potatoes, but I'm going to just dump it and give it one more rinse. And then what we'll do is let it dry for a minute. And then what we'll do is get them in the fryer. Okay, we're just going to let it sit like that. And we're going to let them just hang out and dry. We're going to stir our gravy again. And by the time I get the gravy nice and stirred and it starts to come up, we'll be good to go. Here's going to be my little pan. I'm going to take a couple cuts of my smoked pork belly. I'll flip my board as I just had that 1 potato on it, so it's on the downside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut off a little piece here. I'm not sure if I want to go this way. Okay, I always let my meat, when I'm smoking and when I'm cooking any kind of meat, I never usually eat that meat that day unless it's a steak. Normally what I do is I let my meat sit in the refrigerator 24 hours, so when I go to slice it on my meat slicer or I go to cut it with my knife, everything cuts beautiful. This way I always have nice cut meat. I don't like when my meats are not jagged. And I pre-cook some meats like roasts and things like that because I want to have it on hand. I don't want to have to go, oh God, I got to cook this for 8 to 10 hours or in my crock pot or smoke it. I don't use my oven to cook very many meats. I'm usually out on the grill, the smoker, or I do it in the crock pot. I love my crock pot. Crock pot is awesome. So this is what the pork belly looks like. I'll probably cut a few more pieces, but I don't want to keep you on camera. You know how to cut it. And you can use anything for your poutine. I made a poutine video when I first, about 2 years ago. I only had like 30 subscribers, so I don't know if it didn't do well because I didn't have enough subscribers or if people were not into it. But this is comfort food all day long. So you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use something common, pork belly, because everybody, you could throw your pork belly in your oven, on your grill, your smoker. You can put it in, you could do it on the pan too. Just takes a little bit longer. So, you know, or you can use bacon. Last time I think I used turkey and duck, because, you know, when I make duck, I usually leave some duck, about a inch and a half, 2 inches piece in my freezer. And when I make poutine, I just take it and I shave it really good. That's the first time when I had poutine, I had it with duck. I was at a gastropub, and it was absolutely awesome. I was like, wow, I love French fries and gravy. Anyways, I grew up eating it. You know, that's what we used to eat. I remember everybody used to go to Denny's. You'd have coffee and French fries and gravy. That's back in the day. I'm just going to leave. Oh, I better bring my pan over here. I'm not feeling too, like I better get too crazy. So I'm going to go ahead, and like I said, off camera, I'll probably cut a couple pieces more. And then in a few minutes, when the French fries are almost done, we'll go ahead and heat that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop fries right now. Let me move this over here so you guys can see. So messy today. But it is a beautiful day. It's a good comfort food kind of day. And we're just going to enjoy ourselves today. Relax and take it easy and hang out at home. So here we go. All our potatoes are in. Okay. The gravy's doing good. Okay, now we're going to drop our potatoes. Got some fresh oil, but because my potatoes are still wet, even though I have them drying, we're going to have the steam. And if I don't watch it, it will boil over. So you have to hold it at bay and let everything simmer. Let all the water just cook out. Oops, still a little too hot. All that water. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let our potatoes cook. Let our gravy cook. And then what we'll do is come back so we'll be ready to assemble. That's how easy poutine is. Welcome back. Okay, gravy is nice and hot. We need the gravy to be ultra hot. I did put the pork belly on. I cut it up just a little bit smaller because it's not supposed to be the star of the dish. The poutine, the potato, in my opinion, is. Okay, fries are done, but fries have to be really hot, in my opinion. So what I'm doing is letting this cook for just a minute. I'm going to drop these for a minute. The color is already perfect. I tried one already. Absolutely delicious. But the whole key is this dish has to be a nice hot dish so you can get your cheese curds to melt. Super easy dish. All you need is potatoes. Like I said, 1.5 or 2, or 1 potato to 2 potatoes per person. I did 6 potatoes because there's 3 of us. I did only 2 slices, or 2.5 slices of pork belly. You can use bacon, you can use chicken, You don't have to put any meat on it either. Like some people put jalapenos. I'm gonna make mine really simple. I'm not gonna put any jalapenos on mine or anything like that. I am gonna do just a lovely potato, some nice unctuous fat with meat, pork belly, and it's smoked, so it's gonna give it a good taste, and cheese curds. But boy, you could go a million ways with this, you know, and you can do it even vegetarian. You can use a vegetarian based, make your own gravy, your potatoes, and no meat, or you can use a Beyond Meat, which is fine. Okay, so my gravy's super hot. My little pork belly is spitting at me, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just dump it onto my paper plate. So the pork belly gives it a good flavor, especially because it is smoked. So basically it's like an upscale bacon. That's all it is. And you can use a sweet bacon. Like I made 2 pork bellies because I need them now for my week. We were on vacation. I didn't have any more pork belly in my stock. I need to make all my dishes. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it sit here like this. Transfer to counter. My French fries are done. I just have a nice dark color on them because mine are just sliced here. You can use frozen too. You do not have to use fresh potatoes, but I love potatoes. That's my thing. Potatoes are my jam. That's something I really like. I can't eat as many. You know my old saying, getting old is for the birds. So, you know, big time starch, so I have to be careful. Has to be a treat. Okay, I'm not going to drop all my French fries right now because we really are going to eat these for snack. I'll go ahead and give it a nice, I'll turn my one burner off. I'm going to give it some pepper. I'm going to give it some salt. Not too much salt though, because gravy has salt. But you do want layers because you're going to put cheese. And then I'm going to just dump these on my plate. Boy, that was a little train wreck dumping there. And I'm going to take a few more out because this is going to be my testing plate and my picture plate. So I got to make this look all nice all at one time here. But what I'm also trying to do is not sogify my fries either. So I kind of stack mine. You can always go back for another shot of gravy or have a side of gravy if you want. I'm not into soggy stuff. I don't do soggy too well. So what I'm going to do is gravy is super hot. And that's what you want. Because what you're going to do is you're going to pour here. And you're going to put your cheese curds down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put some more gravy. Go along your cheese curds too. Because you want them to be nice and hot and melty. Okay. And then what we're going to do, let me get my fork. And by the time you start eating, I guarantee you your cheese curds will start melting in this nice, fabulous gravy. And it's okay because you don't want the cheese curd totally melted, in my opinion. You just want it softened. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take our pork belly. Like I said, you can use bacon. And remember, pork belly is not supposed to be a lot. It's supposed to be a nice, unctuous, delicious bite. But it's got some fat in there. Remember, it's got regular meat too. It's basically the, the bottom of the belly where the bacon comes out. So see, you've got different, but you want some good fat on here. This is a total comfort food plate. But you don't have to make it so big where it's absolutely disgusting and totally not healthy for yourself. Just have a small amount. Measure your stuff out. It goes much further that way. Now, let me just take a dip in here. I got a piece of pork belly. Now let's use a little bit more class here and use a fork. Cheese curd is starting to melt nice and easy. It's perfect. And if you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be super grateful. This is my smoked pork belly poutine. I appreciate all the subscribers. Appreciate everybody who supports me. Thank you all. God bless you all, and happy Father's Day to you all. Thank you.